lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning, and thank you for tuning in to TV8's Good Morning Vail for this Sunday, August 28th edition. I cannot believe that we are 28 days into August right now. I'm your in-studio host, Maddie Evans, and we've got a really fun next hour of Good Morning Vail to spend with you, and I cannot wait to spend your Sunday morning with you. I hope that you have a nice warm cup of coffee and you're ready to sit back and relax with us here at Good Morning Vail. Now, we've got some great national holidays to celebrate today, one of them being National Bow Tie Day. So if you're someone who likes to add that bow tie aesthetic, well, today's a great day to add that to whatever you're wearing, just for the fun of it. It's also a National Power Rangers Day, so if you've always dreamed of being a Power Ranger, maybe embrace that a little harder today and celebrate. Do your power stance. I'm doing mine from sitting right here on the couch. It's also National Red Wine Day, so if you like red wine, today's a good day to do that, and especially because we're going to see that precipitation. Maybe sit at home, read a book, have a glass of red wine, do some baking, whatever it is you like. It's also Rainbow Bridge Remembrance Day, so if you have lost a pet recently, they cross over the Rainbow Bridge, and today's a great day to celebrate them just a little extra more and send them your love from here on the other side of the Rainbow Bridge. Like I said, we've got a really fun hour of Good Morning Vail ahead of us. We're going to take a look back at some of the interviews that we did earlier this week. So we're going to introduce you to a great local artist, Sam B. He's a ton of fun, and he plays one of his original songs, which almost brought Gretchen to tears on live TV because it was so good. Then we've got a trunk show taking place over at Eyepieces, and we're going to give you a look at that here in just a moment. That's going to be really fun. You can make your way out. You can meet the great sales representatives from these incredible brands and hear all about what they have to offer. Then we've got a nonprofit coming on, and this is one of my favorites here in the community, the Bright Future Foundation, talking about how you can become a buddy mentor, and a great activity that they have coming up because there's a recruiting party, and you should go and you should become a buddy mentor only because it's a ton of fun. So stay tuned for the next hour of Good Morning Vail. We're also going to introduce you to a band who's playing on September 1st down in Denver, Dogs in a Pile. This is a really fun band. They do a lot of really great music. We're going to take a look at that local weather forecast right now, and then after that we've got more Good Morning Vail, so stay tuned.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring or fall, you're home in the Rockies that has it all, y'all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee is brewing and you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
It's that time of the morning where we're going to talk about all of the great things taking place in and around our community, because although school has started, summer is kind of starting to wind down a little bit. There's still a lot of great activities for you to get out there and enjoy. So let's kick off with what you can do today. This is one of my favorite activities throughout the entire summer, and thank goodness it goes all the way till October. It's the Vail Farmers Market and Art Festival. Now this is really fun to get over there and see all of the great vendors. There's great food there, there's live music there. It's just a ton of fun, and there's so many great vendors, whether you're looking for some produce or whether you're looking for some new clothes or whether you're looking for some home decor. There's something for everyone there, and it's just a ton of fun to go and explore, and people bring their dogs and you can people watch, and this is one of my favorite things to do on the weekend. So make sure that you check it out, especially while they're still taking place, and we are seeing these warmer temperatures now. We do have that afternoon precipitation. So if you are going, just be prepared with your umbrella. Now, something else taking place later this evening, and hopefully the rain passes because they've had to shut a few of them down due to the weather, is the Sunset Live series at Nottingham Park. This is a ton of fun because it's right there on the other side of the pavilion, so right there on the lake, so you can paddleboard up to it, ducky up to it, whatever you prefer, or you can sit on the dock and watch the great live music. Now, this is a ton of fun if you like live music and you like to move and groove and just see some of the incredible local artists. Now, the coolest part is they do bring in local artists to play here, and so we're going to introduce you to Sam B, and Sam sometimes plays here, and this is a really great place to just go and see the incredible local artists. Now, as we approach the rest of the week, and early, I should say, into the new week, you can make your way up to Beaver Creek. They still have some of their fun summer activities happening up there, and they're a ton of fun to participate in, especially while they're still going. So you can go to beavercreek.com/events, and you can see it right here. Today, we've got Helmut Fricker performing. We've got the Fossil Posse tomorrow. One of the last movies under the stars taking place throughout the summer season, complimentary outdoor yoga, if you're looking to get nice and in shape for the winter, because it's going to be here before we know it. Complimentary outdoor fitness class on Tuesday, so you can get up there and do a nice little workout to get yourself nice and prepared for winter. More Fossil Posse and dinosaur adventures, and then there's complimentary cartoon characters with Ken Carpenter, and there's live music. The lineup just doesn't stop up in Beaver Creek, which makes it a ton of fun to get up there and explore. Now, if you're up in Beaver Creek exploring, one of the places that you should always look into exploring in Beaver Creek is the Vlad Performing Arts Center. It's an absolutely incredible venue with just over 530 seats. There's not a bad seat in the house. The ambiance is incredible, the acoustics are incredible, and just all of the shows that they bring in are so mesmerizing. This is one of my favorite places to see some of my favorite artists, and I've been lucky enough to get to do that since I was a little girl, and it's just an incredible place to go enjoy. Now, they just started selling tickets for the Underground Sound Series, and so you can buy your passes online right now. $125, you get 6 tickets, 6 drink tokens, and you just get to enjoy all of the great Love for the Locals, that music series that's taking place up there in Beaver Creek, so make sure that you check that out. Now, there's so many words and there's so many things still going on right now in Vail and Beaver Creek. On Tuesday, Hot Summer Nights is taking place. This is the last Hot Summer Nights of our summer season, so make sure that you go and you enjoy the live music. Now, this is supposed to be an absolutely incredible concert. North Mississippi All-Stars, I've only heard the best things about them. These are free shows. You can go, you get there at 6:30. You can find where you want to be, whether you want to sit in the lawn or whether you want to sit under the banner on the chairs. It's just a ton of fun, and you get to see everyone that you know and love as you make your way up and around the Ford Amphitheater. It's just a great venue, and there's been so many great concerts. We're so lucky to have that venue here, and we're so lucky to have the Vail Valley Foundation to bring all of this together for us as a community. Now, as we continue throughout the week, there's still more things happening. There is one more concert taking place in Nottingham Park for the Avon Live series, so you can go enjoy live music on Wednesday night, which is a ton of fun to get out there and just soak that up as well. I like to take my roller skates over there. It kicks off at 5 p.m. It goes till 8:45, and it's just a ton of fun. You can see people lounging on the grass. They bring in great bands. Last week they played ABBA, which is one of my favorite 80s pop bands, and so that was a ton of fun, and I had my roller skates, and it just was the perfect setting. And now that we're seeing a little bit of precipitation, but we're going to see that sunshine as we make our way into the week, it is going to be a great time to get out there and soak that up. So make sure that you mark your calendars. For more information on each and every place, you can go to avon.org to see their entire lineup of events. You can go to beavercreek.com/events to see their full lineup of events. You can go to discovervail.com to see their full lineup of events and see all of the fun that's taking place in and around the community. Now that I'm completely out of breath and I've said all of these wonderful words to get you in the know before you get out there and go, we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
We were just talking about some of the great local artists that we get to see in and around our community, which is one of my favorite things to get out there and do because I love live music. Now, Sam B is one of the incredible artists that we have here in our community, and he came onto the show earlier this week and played for us, and he almost brought Gretchen to tears because his music was so absolutely incredible, and this is one of his original songs, so let's take a look at the interview.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I am so stoked. One of my longtime friends, an amazing musician, you will recognize him, Sam B. How are you doing?
I'm great. Happy to be here.
One of my homies from
really
a
excited.
really long time. And I met this amazing performer years ago, performing at, I want to say, the old White
Yeah, it was called White Bison.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we became instant friends. He is an amazing musician. You are an amazing musician. How are you doing,
Thank
Sam?
you. I'm great. I'm a little tired
Yeah, I
right
feel
now.
you. Well,
I just got done playing at Shakedown with Dave Tucker
2
last
hours
night.
ago.
Yeah, a matter of hours ago.
Yeah.
So that was super fun. But it's awesome to see you. This
I
is a
missed
surprise.
you.
I didn't know you were going to be
know.
here. So.
I just, omnipresent, radio, TV, love it. It's having so much fun.
You're
I
just
love
everywhere. You're everywhere. Yeah.
Says this. Tell us what you're doing. I'm like, you're
So-
everywhere. You're playing everywhere now.
Well, mainly, I'm playing up at Beano's, and I'm doing
Awesome.
the pop-up series in Vail.
Okay, tell us
So
what the
that's-
pop-up series is.
So the pop-up series is a group of duos, and they find different spots in the
Okay.
streets of Vail
Yeah.
to set up. So we have like a tent, and then we're set up usually by like some sort of power source. I used to set up by the George a lot
Right
when I
on.
was in the main Vail structure, and then there'll be like a place by the kids' fountain.
Cool. Yeah.
And then, just other different places. I've played by the bus stop in Lion's Head. Also,
That's awesome.
like the fountain in Vail, and then by Mountain Standard, like by the
so you're
river there.
so Beano's, the pop-up in Vail Village. Where
Mm-hmm.
else are you playing?
I played a series at
Mic issue. There we go. It's a
There we go.
Monday.
I played one of the Vail, the Eagle like outdoor series on Thursday.
Okay.
And that's the main stage, like behind Broadway and everything. So
You're
I played with
everywhere.
the
So you're
band.
playing from like Eagle all the way to Vail Village now.
Totally.
You have
Totally.
definitely like come into your own, huh? Since I last saw you.
I'm trying to.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
it's a process.
Okay, so I have a random question I was thinking
Okay.
about earlier. What is one of your favorite? Because I've heard you play so many different songs, and I've requested, just because he's my friend and I like to mess with you, some like rando songs, and you can totally play anything. What's one of your favorite songs to play?
Oh man.
Our favorite
okay, so
genres, let's say, or songs.
One of my favorite genres or artists to play is definitely like Stevie Wonder. The Beatles is right up there, so I like playing a lot of Beatles tunes.
Cool. I love that.
Yeah, and I don't know, I have a couple originals that I like playing. It depends on the day, the situation,
How you're feeling.
who I'm playing with.
Right. The vibe.
You know.
Everyone.
I guess if I'm playing with, by myself, then I like to do a lot of originals. Like I have this song called Queen City Baby.
That's
pretty
awesome.
funky that I get to loop, and that one's super fun for me.
That's rad that you have original songs. I think that's something that's, because, a lot of times people are like, play
Thank you.
Sweet Caroline. And I've seen you be like, okay.
I'm not much of a Sweet Caroline person.
I love it. You're like, I can do it, but.
Yeah, I mean, if I had somebody else singing it and then like maybe like $100 tip,
Then you'd be down to do it.
I might think about it.
Now, who are the other members of your band? Do you switch in and out a lot? Because I know that happens a lot here in the Valley.
I have a lot of different members in the band that I play with, but there's a few people that I
Like constant.
mention or Kat Carlton plays drums with me a lot. Barbecue Mike
Yeah.
on drums.
Yep.
He's another drummer that I use. Chantel Ducart, she's my keys player and she's amazing.
Yeah.
And then on bass, like I want to give a shout out definitely to William Whiting
Okay. Yeah.
and Connor Williams.
You have all the people.
Yeah, I've played with Aaron O'Connor before, and we did a lot of like pop up series in Vail. So
That's awesome.
people like that.
Do you like playing solo or do you like playing with people better? Or is it kind of both?
Man, if I have time to rehearse, it's always fun to get a group together.
Yeah, just a jam
And
session.
just, like,
Yeah.
And just make sure it's like polished, I
Yeah.
like playing with bands that when they're polished. It's also fun to play with Dave Tucker because I don't know what song we're gonna play.
Good old Dave. I
Like
love it.
he has a repertoire for sure.
Yes.
But last night I was playing bass with him and
He just,
just randomly. So okay, this is what we're playing now. So like just
it keeps you on your toes. You
definitely,
have to I love
definitely.
that. Well,
you gotta have ears like a bunny rabbit,
You both slay. You're both amazing. We were
Thank
just
you.
saying earlier, there's so many amazing local talents here. Like truly, I forget. I'm just like, oh, my friends are real good at this. Like people are like, oh, can we get someone to play? And I'm like, I have 6 people that you can phone. You know,
There's some world-class people up here, I think, for sure.
Well, and do we get to see you play?
I mean,
will you play for us? Yes, I'm excited. What are we gonna play? What are we? 'Cause I'm gonna help you.
Are you gonna sing with me?
Oh, have you heard me sing? Don't answer that question. I know you have. It's not great.
No, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Of course. Oh, I like the fox.
Yeah, I got that from Nino's.
Oh, that's my spirit animal, the fox.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. What are you gonna play, Mr. Sam?
That's a good question.
There we go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm your assistant.
I'm gonna play a song called "Everyone's Searching." It's gonna be on. It's gonna be the title track on my album coming up.
Oh, I love that. November drop. Cool.
It's dank and dark in this stupid place. Are we all prepared for this amazing race? Take me to another time. Things were different, they were so divine. Everyone's searching for their childhood, but everyone I know is completely misunderstood. Everyone's searching for the fairy tale. Everyone I know is afraid to fail. I've missed my bus, now I'm running late. This situation embodies everything I hate. Take me to my special place. My imagination is my only saving grace. Everyone's searching for the fairy tale, but everyone I know is afraid to fail. So is it a crime to do what you're born to do? Is it a crime to do what you want to? Happiness is more than enough for me to get by, for me to get by. Everyone's searching for their childhood, but everyone I know is everyone's searching for the fairy tale, but everyone I know is afraid to fail. Happiness is more than happiness is more than happiness is more than enough for me to get by. To get by.
That was amazing. You made me emotional. I love you. I love you. Thank you so much, Sam. Where can everyone, now that everyone's going to be in love with you, find you? Do you have a website, a link, or just look for your record dropping?
Yeah, you're definitely going to have to wait a little bit on the website and everything.
No worries.
But my Instagram is at Samuel Elliott B.
Awesome.
And that's an easy thing to find. It's me going like this, glasses.
At Samuel Elliott B. Awesome.
Yeah. And that's B-E-E like a bumblebee, E-L-L-I-O-T.
I love you. You're amazing. Thank you so much. That was brilliant.
Good to see you.
It was so good to see you. You made me emotional. Thanks a lot. Keep it right here for more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring or fall, you're home in the rocket that has it all, y'all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee is brewing and you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Hi, I'm Carrie Thorne, and I'm one of the children's librarians at the Eagle Valley Library District. School is out for the summer, but it's still important to keep our children reading, and that means finding books at the right reading level. For many caregivers, finding books for an emerging reader who's making the leap from beginning reader to early chapter book is the hardest. For these readers, look for books with short chapters, engaging artwork, lively characters, lots of white space, and a large font. All are elements in helping newly independent readers gain confidence. Here on display are some of my favorite early chapter books, like these two new series about friendship, Cornbread and Poppy by Matthew Cordell and Sydney and Taylor by Jacqueline Davies. So stop by one of your local public libraries this summer and we'll help you find the just right book at the just right reading level for your child.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
We have so many great nonprofits here in our community, and we love to introduce them to you as best as we can. That way you know exactly what the nonprofits here in our community do. Well, Bright Future Foundation is an absolutely incredible one, and they do a buddy mentor program very similar to the Big Sister, Big Brother program, and they're doing a recruiting event to get people like you, if you just have a couple hours a week that you can spare to hang out with a really cool kid, then this is the nonprofit for you, and this is the volunteer opportunity for you. So let's take a look at the interview from earlier in the week. If you're looking for a great way to give back to the community, well, the Buddy Mentor program through Bright Future Foundation is such an incredible way to do so, and they do so many fun group activities that you don't want to miss out. And I've got an expert in the space to help you get signed up to be a Buddy Mentor, Joe Pennock. Good morning, Joe.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here bright and early this morning.
No problem.
I know back to school has just started, and so everyone, and especially you guys, have been a little bit extra busy right now, and so hopefully this wasn't too hard of a wake up.
No, not at all. We're super excited to be back in school. I know the kids are excited, so it's going to be a good year.
Yes, it is going to be a good year, and you guys do so many incredible things for our community, and that's something that I love about our community, because the Bright Future Foundation in itself is such a great organization, but then to have this branch off for the Buddy Mentor program to take these kids that have been in these situations and give them an opportunity to have a role model is really important. And so now that you're on the team and you've kind of joined this group, how do you feel about it?
Oh, I love it. I think that I personally have the best job at Bright Future Foundation. No offense to anyone who's watching from my office, but yeah, no, it's such a great program. I was actually a buddy mentor before I joined Bright Future Foundation as a youth advocacy manager, and it's so much fun, and the work that we do, I truly believe makes a huge impact in our community.
I think so too, and I think that the time that the adults spend mentoring their children and kind of helping them through maybe some of these trials and tribulations that other kids don't have to experience, it's a really great way for them to just have this incredible learning opportunity.
Absolutely, and studies have shown that kids who participate in this program are less likely to engage in risky behaviors like drinking, doing drugs, skipping school, engaging in physical violence, and they're more likely to have better relationships with their peers and have more self-confidence. And I think those results alone just show how much of an impact it's having on our youth and our community.
And so how long has the Buddy Mentor program been happening here in our
Yeah,
community?
so it's actually one of the oldest programs in the county. We've been around since 1983, I believe, so even before I was born. And it's based on the Big Brother, Big Sister mentoring program. We put a little bit of our own twist on it, but we've been around for a while, and we have some buddy pairs who have been together for years now, which is really incredible.
It's so cool to watch kind of the transformation happen, not only on the buddy side, but on the mentor side too, because I think it's just such a good balance of learning so much from each other as you go hand in hand to do certain activities or to kind of help someone else with these trials and tribulations that maybe you faced as a child. And I think one of the coolest things is I was talking to a buddy mentor recently, and she said that I want to be the person that the small child within me needed when I was that age.
Absolutely. I feel the exact same way. Being able to be a trusted adult in these kids' lives is really a chance for me to kind of go back and give my child self a little hug and be the person that I wish I'd had in my life. And learning how to navigate these difficult situations together is a really great opportunity for me to learn just better life skills and how to navigate this crazy world we live in.
Right, and it helps them so much because I always say that like Vail is such a perfect little community. We live in a snow globe, and so it is important that these kids kind of get those life skills. And if people are interested in being a buddy mentor, you guys are always looking.
Yes, we actually have a pretty long wait list of junior buddies, so those are the youth in our program, and we're always looking for senior buddies. And in fact, we actually have a recruitment party coming up next week at VBC in Eagle Vail, 5:30 to 7:30. If anyone's interested, all they have to do is show up and agree to an interview time, and they get free tacos, free drinks, and entered into a raffle.
Oh man, I mean, that's like the best of all worlds. One, you get to get an interview time to be a buddy, free tacos, free beer, and raffles. It doesn't get much better than that.
It really doesn't.
And you guys do really cool activities where the big buddies and the little buddies can come together, and you guys go do a lot of really fun things throughout the community. And so that's another one of the perks of just like, you get to be involved, you get to meet other buddies, you get to meet all of the great staff of the Bright Future Foundation. I've met personally a few of you guys, and I love all of you.
Well, I really appreciate that. Yeah, we do a lot of fun things. For example, just a couple weeks ago, we were at Venture Ridge in Vail, and next month we're going to go rafting with Sage Outdoor Adventures. We also do things like art projects and hiking, so we do a lot of really cool things.
Which makes it really intriguing, but also just the simple fact of helping a kid here in our community. So maybe for people who don't know what Bright Future Foundation is and what you guys do here, can you give us a brief overview?
Absolutely. So we are a nonprofit focused on intervention and prevention of domestic violence, sexual assault, stalking, and harassment. So anyone who has experienced that, doesn't matter if it was in our valley or elsewhere, if it was recent or in their past, we are there to help you out. We run the only shelter in the community that's located in Gypsum, and we actually just opened our doors to that facility back in June of 2021. And it's an absolutely gorgeous facility. Right now we are completely booked, unfortunately, but we also have a lot of wraparound services. So we help with housing, we have legal staff available to guide folks through that system. We do rapid rehousing, we do finance stuff, and then myself and my colleague Mariana are on the prevention side, so we do all the school programming and intervention, teaching about healthy relationships, boundaries, and consent.
Which is really important that kids get these lessons, and especially at this younger age, and especially if maybe they're a child who had to come to the Bright Future Foundation with their family to escape kind of a scary situation. And we're showing the website right now. You can see just how incredible everything is. You saw that Bright Future house where you can come, you can stay if you need to, and if it's available. And what you guys do here in our community is so important because as we saw COVID kind of transpire and get bigger and people get locked together, we've seen more of these issues come about, even though this is something that no community wants to deal with in any capacity.
Yeah, absolutely not. Unfortunately, COVID did increase the numbers of calls that we got to our hotline, which is a 24/7 hotline. So if you or anyone you know is experiencing any of these issues in your life, whether it's domestic violence or sexual assault, you can always call our hotline. We also have a SANE program in the community, and you can call our hotline, and that is in response to sexual assault. Before the same program was instituted in our community last May, folks had to go to either Summit or to Glenwood Springs to get a exam by a forensic nurse after a sexual assault, and now we have one directly in our community. We can provide transportation, and there will be an advocate on the scene to help you walk through that entire process as well.
Which is so incredible, and I love the expansion that continues to happen here in our community, and you guys are such a driving force behind that, which is so important. And so thank you for the hard work you do, because I know what you do specifically cannot be easy, because you are dealing with the littles, and that makes it so much harder on the heartstrings.
It can be, but it's also that much more rewarding.
100%. So if people maybe can't make it to the recruiting event, but they want to get involved with Bright Future Foundation and the Buddy Mentor program, then what's the best way for them to do so other than the recruiting event?
Yeah, absolutely. So they can go to our website and navigate to the Buddy Mentors page, and there they can either apply to be a senior buddy, or they can recommend a child to be a junior buddy. And that's usually how we get most of our children, is through referrals through adults. And then usually what happens is we'll call them in for an interview, kind of check out who they are, do a background check, make sure they're safe, and then we go from there.
Joe, thank you so much for coming in, giving us all this great information, and thanks for all the hard work you do here in our community. It's absolutely incredible.
Oh, thank you, Maddie, and thank you for having us.
Of course. Make sure that if you just have a couple hours, you can donate every week that you sign up to be a senior buddy, because I can only imagine that it's a ton of fun and it warms your heart and makes you feel so good. So make sure that you check it out. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to take one final look at that local weather forecast, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
It's a day full of celebrating music and musicians, and Dogs in a Pile is a really fun band that's making their way to Colorado on September 1st. You can still go online and buy your tickets. You can find them. Just Google Dogs in a Pile. It's that easy. You'll get your tickets. And we're going to show you some of the great members of their band right now, so let's take a look.
Hey, my name is Brian Murray, and I play guitar and sing for Dogs in a Pile. I grew up in a town called Manhasset, New York. It's in Long Island, and started playing guitar. My grandpa actually put a guitar in my hands when I was like 6 or 7. He strummed some chords and played some like Bob Dylan songs and whatnot. He was like, "Check this out. This is actually the guitar. That's right here." But yeah, and I fell in love with it instantly. It was just so cool. I really fell in love with electric guitar at an early age too, when my dad showed me 10 Years Gone by Led Zeppelin for the first time. So I spent a lot of those earlier years learning how to play like Pink Floyd and Led Zeppelin songs and stuff like that. Then in middle school, I would play in like jazz bands at school, and you know, I'd play in these little bands that I would form like in my hometown and just practice like all the time. One time when I was 14, I went to this summer camp in Boston for guitar. It was like a 1-week program, and they had a special musical guest, and that was Tommy Emmanuel. He came and did a clinic and a show, and I fell in love with fingerstyle instantly. I was completely floored and blown away, and I went to a music store the next day and bought a thumb pick, and that's sort of where that style comes from. From there, I got into like Jerry Reed and Chet Atkins and stuff like that, and that was around the same time that I started to get into bands like Fish and the Dead and stuff like that. Yeah, in 2017, I went to Berklee College of Music in Boston and met Jeremy within the first week. I saw he had a keyboard just sitting outside of the main Berklee building there, and I was like, "Oh, you play keys?" And he was like, "Yeah." And then I met Sam shortly after that, like second semester. I was in this party in this apartment, and it was all this like super loud music going on, and I couldn't really hear my own thoughts. But then there was this one room, I saw like a light peering out of it, and I felt like I heard like Jerry Garcia playing through the door, and I was like, "What is that?" It was the Grateful Dead playing, and I open up the double doors, and I just see Sam there rocking out on the bass. I was like, "Who is this guy?" He's like jamming to the Dead, and he's got his girlfriend sitting there, and we hit it off instantly. We were both talking about how we wanted to start a band for some time and write original music, and neither of us really wrote at the time. And then every single day after that, within the first day of meeting, we hung out every day for about 2 weeks straight and just jammed and showed each other tunes and started writing songs and stuff like that. From there, we called Jeremy. We were looking for a keys player. We had a drummer up there, and we started a band up there, played some of these songs, and then eventually Sam started Dogs in a Pile with Jimmy and Joey, and they invited Jeremy down for a summer. He played with them for a while, and then eventually I made my way down there and started playing with them too. And a lot of those songs that we were playing in Boston ended up being Dogs in a Pile songs. One of my favorite gigs I played with Dogs was when I was first joining the band. For a while I was playing like half shows with them because I wasn't quite in the band yet. And one of the last like half shows I played was the biggest at the time. It was the Rye Bread Festival in Saratoga Springs, New York. And just the feeling I got from playing with these guys, like kind of officially for the first time, was just so amazing. Like it was just such a great feeling. I got off stage after and I was just so happy and like felt so fulfilled. I was like, I've been waiting for this for such a long time, you know, to finally find the guys that I really wanted to play with for a long time. This tour has been really great too so far because we have a great crew. We got Ross on video and management and social media and stuff like that. And then we got Mr. Tooker, Kieran Tooker, who is our tour manager and just keeps everybody's morales up. He likes to play Cheer Up Charlie from the Willy Wonka movie to cheer us all up from time to time, which is kind of fun. It's great to travel all in the van together all the time because we listen to a lot of music, a lot of new music, and we find that, you know, just listening to it as a group when we're improvising on stage, whatever we were listening to will just come out, you know, and add to the sound after being contained for so long in the band, just listening to all this new music. I'm super pumped to be playing Peach Festival and different festivals like that, to be on the same bill as a lot of artists that I really look up to and have been listening to for years. Train Anastasio Band, love Billy Strings, Goose, Andy Frasco in the UN. I can't wait to like hang out and be seeing his set. Can't wait to see Colorado and experience that and get to see all those great artists too. See y'all at the show. Have a good time.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
If you're looking for something great to do this weekend, well, look at all of these fun frames here in front of me, and you can learn all about them from one of the fabulous sales reps, but you can always stop in Eyepieces of Vail and meet someone like the one, the only fabulous Tyler Moore, who can walk you through all of them as well. Good morning, Tyler.
Good morning. How are we doing today?
I mean, I would be doing a lot better if I owned a pair of one of these.
You know, that's probably something we can make happen this weekend for you if you really want.
Perfect. Perfect. There's so many fun frames here, such unique style here. And so let's learn more about this brand.
So yeah, right in front of us we have Montclair, and Montclair will be joining us on Saturday from 9 to 4 at our Eyepieces Sport location in the Sonanel. As you see before us, there's some very fabulous and fun shades, a little mix of fashion with some sport. I mean, who doesn't love Montclair in Vail?
Right, and especially because this is such a fashion forward. This is something that's going to catch everyone's eye, but also if you get something with the side shield or the wraparound, you can take it skiing when ski season rolls back around, which, I mean, this far into August, we're not that far off.
To be honest, it's right around the corner. I am already craving to get on my skis. I can't tell you. But yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, you can ski in these, you can hang around, you can bike, you know, come the après scene, you can be the best looking dude at après, or lady, sorry.
Right.
Either or. It's a really fun, unique, and distinctive brand compared to a lot of some of the other ones that we carry.
And you guys carry so many fabulous brands, and you do so many incredible services here in our community, especially if you're maybe someone who's put off going to the eye doctor. You guys can handle that for me.
Correct, yes. So Dr. G is a wonderful eye doctor. He comes in on Tuesday, Thursdays. He'll start in Edwards in the afternoon and then mosey on to Vail around 3-ish. So very flexible. We can typically get you in like the same week. If you just give us a call or drop in, we can check availability for you. And then it's a super easy and quick and painless process. You'll get your prescription and then you get to walk out of the doctor's office and see literally some of the coolest frames in the world.
In the world. And the best part is you guys do prescriptions in almost everything you carry, which makes it nice and convenient because you're a one-stop shop.
Correct, yes. So what you're about to try on, this fabulous piece right here, available in prescription. You know, if you see something you really like, chances are that we can do it in your prescription for you. We can match a lot of the same lens tints. I mean, the sky really is the limit for us. We are not your average optical shop by any means.
I feel like I'm ready to go on a very large exploration of the mountain right now.
I hear you. You look like you're about to skin up and have a good time doing it.
A great time doing it because I feel like I look amazing, you feel amazing, you look amazing, you perform amazing. And the thing here at Eyepieces is vision is always precision, and you guys make that come to life, whether people want to be fashion forward or not.
Correct. Yeah, just because you have prescription doesn't mean you can't have fabulous and stylish frames by any means either. So, you know, come in, give us a look, especially on Sunday. Rob is here. Rob is literally one of our favorite reps. He brings the action, let me tell you. No one does a trunk show like Rob. It'll be to the nines. He'll have the whole tent. I mean, it'll be a really fun event. So definitely drop on by, come have some fun with us.
I love everything that you guys have here, and so let's talk about some of the other great locations that you guys have throughout our community. That way if people, I'm going to put these on my guys while you do answer this question. That way if people are maybe not in Vail and they want to check out some great eyewear, where else can they go?
Yeah, for sure. So we have 7 convenient locations, 6 here in Vail Valley and 1 over in Roaring Fork at Snowmass. So we'll start here in Vail Village. We have 3 convenient locations. We're up here at the base of the Gondola 1 at our Bridge Street location. Then there's also our main location, Village Center, across from Solaris. That's where you'll find the doctor services and our lab. And then our newest location, Eyepieces Sport, where the Montclair Trunk Show will be on Sunday, is over at the Sonnenalp. And that's a really great build out. If you haven't been over there, go check that store out, as it's a little different than some of our other selections that we have too. And then you'll find our stores in Lion's Head, Beaver Creek, and Edwards as well too, if you find yourself a little down valley. And then finally, like I mentioned earlier, we are over in Snowmass at the Viceroy. So if you find yourself over in Roaring Fork, go check it out too.
And then as we touched a little bit on sport, and you guys have a sport-specific store, let's talk about how you guys carry not only a plethora of ski goggles, but now you're into the bike helmet market. So if people are getting into biking and they need a helmet to keep them nice and safe out there, they can come in here, they can get some nice wraparound shades, protect their eyes, but protect their head at the same time.
Correct. Yeah, it was a natural evolution. I mean, Eyepieces Sport, you know, we're known for our expertise in the snow world, but we're just expanding that into the bike world as well. Because, I mean, in the summer, everyone loves getting out on their bike. We'll have a great selection of Smith helmets, great selection of sport-specific eyewear, shields, really anything you want. For just about any sport, we can help you figure out the perfect pair.
I feel like I've found a lot of perfect pairs as you've been talking, and I've been asking questions, and just placing them right on. I feel like this is the winner for me.
Those look pretty rad. I think you need those for this winter.
I think I need these for this winter too. I think that I would be stylish up on the mountain. No one would be able to miss me, and I wouldn't miss anyone because my vision is precision in these right now.
Right? Yeah, and then when you're off the mountain, go to Après, and you'll be the life of the party, let me tell you.
The life of the party, that's my main goal. And so one more time, if people want to come to the Montclair Trunk Show, when can they come?
Correct. It's Sunday, August 28th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at our sport location over at the Sonnenalp.
Tyler, thank you so much for taking time, chatting with us this morning, letting me try on all these glasses, helping me find a new pair, and just giving us some good entertainment.
Of course, anytime. That's our pleasure. You know, that's what we're here for. Come on in, try some frames, have some fun doing it. The selection really is out of this world. So it's one of those unique stores that you really don't get to see very often.
That is 100% true. So make sure that you come to Eyepieces, you do some shopping. Any of their locations are going to have everything you need because they just have such a wide variety. There's something for everyone in each and every store. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring or fall, you're home in the rocket that has it all, y'all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee is brewing and you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
We want to thank you all so much for tuning in to this Sunday edition of Good Morning Vail. We've had so many great things on the show today, and there's still so many activities taking place in and around the community. I hope to see each and every one of you there at the Vail Farmers Market today, because this is one of my favorite things to get out and do on a Sunday. Even if there's some precipitation, I like to dance in the rain. Put your rain jacket on, be nice and dry, but enjoy the great food, the music, everything that they have to offer over in Vail. It's just a ton of fun. Make sure that you also remember your pets who have crossed over the Rainbow Bridge today, because it is Rainbow Bridge Remembrance Day. And I know that my little Chip Ween is up and over that Rainbow Bridge, and I like to celebrate him each and every day because he was such a wonderful part of my life. Make sure that you tune in tomorrow. We've got another great edition of Good Morning Vail for your Monday morning. We'll be here from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. and we can't wait to see you then. Get out there, have a good Sunday, bring your rain gear with you, and we'll see you tomorrow right here.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. You're home in the Rockies.